So if you just click agree to recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Zoe.
Hi. Really
Welcome to
excited
Beyond the
to be
Blue
here.
26.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, good. Have
Good.
you been at school today?
Yes, had very stressful day. A lot of the
Oh,
kids doing
really?
practical, so I've had so much wood to cut. I've
Oh,
slowly been ticking them off the list, and then you get them all coming back. Miss, I've messed it up, so you have to start all over again. But no, it's really fun
oh.
though. So
And
stressful but
what
fun.
age are they?
So the school's between 11 and it does go up to sixth form, 11 to 18, but I'm only teaching like key stage 3, key stage 4,
Okay.
like 15, 16s
Yeah,
today.
so my she's coming back. She's 15. She's doing her
Mm.
exams at the
Oh,
moment.
really?
So she's got her GCSEs next year.
Oh, wow.
Um, but yeah, she's taller than me. I mean, they're like adults, aren't they?
I know, it's crazy,
Yeah.
especially because it's an all boys school that I'm in, and
Oh,
most
is
of them are all
it?
taller than me. So,
Right.
but I know it's
So
stressful fun.
manifestation.
Yes.
So I mean, whereabouts are you in the country? You're London, aren't you? Or
Yes, so just outside Heathrow.
oh, right, okay. So
Yes.
yeah, so that's a big school then, is it? State
It's
school.
Yeah, it's state school. It's not too big, actually. I think it's about 550 kids, so it's quite a
Oh,
nice size. But
yeah. I
yeah, but
think mine
very
have
busy
about
at the
400
moment.
in
So.
each year.
Mm,
So, and it's
wow.
a mixed school.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
massive.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
big.
But I
Yeah.
mean, wherever you go, it's going to be 30 people, is it? In the
Yeah, roughly.
yeah,
See, in the text, we've got workshops. They have slightly smaller classes, which is quite nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So coaching is going to get you out of teaching eventually, but
Yes,
your niche
hopefully.
is going to be manifestation.
Yes. So manifestation kind of mixed with traveling and helping people. Like the ideal person that I'd like to help is the same way I kind of felt, where a lot of people have been saying, oh, you're getting older now, it's time to start thinking about settling down and or you should be looking at a career, you should be like looking at having a family. And it's like all this time, but I've always wanted to go traveling. I've done a little bit of traveling. I've got a little bit more planned this year, but my dream would be to be able to work from wherever I want and travel. So I would really like to help the people that are kind of feeling the same, like the societal pressures, telling them you've got to do this, you've got to do that, or you're getting older, it's time to start settling down.
Mhm.
But just helping people overcome that and doing what they want to do and go and do that traveling if they want before they get older and end up regretting that they never did it.
Yeah, so
And
manifest your dream life,
yes, exactly. The
but not necessarily
manifestation.
in coaching, but obviously yours is in coaching.
Yes,
Just
yeah, mine would
teaching them
be.
manifestation and what they want out of life.
Yeah, so it's just teaching people how to use manifestation to get what they want, really, and
And
how to
decide what
live
they
that
want
dream
as well,
life.
probably.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think a lot of people start thinking what they want and start going down that road, but it's not really what they want.
it's
But
what the parents want.
yeah, so you can't properly manifest what you want when it's not something that you're actually passionate about.
Yes, it's just like
Mm.
yeah, on the on a train you can't get off. It's like
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So how are you going to go about that then? What advice are you going to give?
So I've broken it down into three quite simple steps because I think with manifestation, so many people believe, a lot of people I think it's just about thinking about what you want and wishing for what you want and just waiting for it to come to you.
Hmm.
But the way I teach it is in three different steps. So first of all, it's raising your frequency.
Yeah,
Or for people that are more maybe the less like the spiritual side and then need this kind of science to back it up, shifting from the sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system.
yeah,
So where you've got the sympathetic, the also known as the fight, flight, or freeze,
yeah,
and your body's quite anxious, stressed. I think a lot of people are in that state quite a lot of the time. And when
yeah.
you're in that state, you can't manifest properly because your body's kind of in survival mode. It's not
Yes,
reaching its full potential. So when you're shifting to the parasympathetic and your body's a lot more kind of restful, your frequency is higher, that does allow you to manifest a lot better when your body feels safe because you can then
yeah. So you've
focus
got the
on.
limbic system and the
Mhm.
amygdala.
Yes,
Um, yeah, so then the parasympathetic nervous system
Hmm.
or the reticular activating system will then
Yes.
kick in
Hmm.
and override that. Yeah, so it's
Exactly.
being in that higher frequency
Hmm.
of similar to love,
Yeah,
kindness, gratitude. Um,
exactly.
yeah, and a knowing that that everything's all right and it's all going to happen. And then there's the universe aspect, isn't there?
Exactly. So I think an easy way to kind of shift into that headspace is obviously
Mm.
meditation's a big one.
Yeah,
Just anything that kind of makes you feel relaxed and happy, whether it be like creating art, doing some gentle movement, yoga,
yeah,
even just
being in
something as
flow.
simple as like putting on some meditation music. Like I've had to do that quite often after work if I had a really busy day because I don't want to take that mood home when I know that I'm coming home to work on my business. So I like get in the car, pop some like high frequency music on and just breathe for a minute and I can instantly feel that shift like straight away.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't realize how powerful meditation is and just think like, oh, it's all spiritual crap. But I think it's becoming a lot more like it's becoming a much bigger thing and a lot more people I think are practicing it. But
And
even
there's the
just like,
visualization side as well, isn't there, with
yeah,
meditation?
exactly. So that leans in.
So that obviously with manifestation, we need to be quite
Mhm.
detailed about what we want, so that the universe knows what we want, and be
Exactly.
really specific
Hmm.
to visualize during manifestation.
Yeah, so that's what I've been teaching as the second step of
Oh, right.
manifestation. So the first step
Yeah.
is obviously shifting into that higher frequency so
Mhm.
that your body feels safe enough to do the manifesting. And then the
Yeah.
second step, obviously, is probably the most important one, really, is the visualization.
Yeah.
And it's all about obviously seeing very clearly what it is that you want and knowing that it's the right thing that you want. Obviously, as we mentioned earlier, not something that someone else wants for you,
Hmm.
but seeing not only the end result as well, but the steps you kind of need to take along the way. Because I
Hmm.
think a lot of people they think, oh, I want this big dream house, I want this car, I want to be a millionaire, and they only visualize the very end result. And
Hmm.
obviously, as great as that is, because you need to have something to aim for, and if that's your goal, that's what's going to keep you going. But at
So
the
that's where
same
the
time,
dopamine comes in.
exactly.
So that dopamine hit
Hmm.
helps you to kind of get there and to do the work, to take the steps. But with
Hmm.
the visualization, it's also like all the different aspects of it, like feeling what it feels like,
Yes.
seeing it,
Hmm.
maybe hearing it,
Yeah,
tasting
for
it,
all your different
smelling
senses.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
all of that.
But I think sometimes if you're only thinking about the very end result, it can feel so far away
Yeah.
that sometimes all you're doing is reminding yourself how far away you are. And it
Then
ends
it
up,
gets you started. Yeah.
yeah, it
But
ends up
yes,
being a bit
little steps, little
exactly.
steps. But with that in mind to help
Hmm.
you.
So like for
Um,
example, when I create a vision
yeah.
board or if I'm helping like encourage someone to create a vision board,
Hmm.
I'll not only put photos of your end result on, but also some of the more kind of like the step and like the smaller
Yes, before
milestone
you get
goals
there.
and if maybe a few images of you actually doing the work to get there so that you can visualize that sometimes it's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows. You also have to kind of visualize the bits that you know are going to be a bit harder, like
Yeah.
any potential obstacles that are going to come up. Instead of visualizing the obstacle, visualize yourself overcoming the obstacle so that you're kind of
Yes.
prepared for anything that does come up. You're a bit more prepared for that
And
when it does
rehearse for
come.
it. Yeah.
Mm. So I think visualization boards, I think a lot of people think, oh, I'm not doing that, or they don't want to waste the time doing that.
Yeah.
But I think it's really, really important. So I have mine as my laptop home screen, so I can
Yeah.
always see it when I open it, which is
Yeah.
just something to kind of keep you reminded. But I
Yeah.
think
And people are too generic, aren't they? With these
exactly.
pictures. And they just kind
Hmm.
of like think, oh, that looks nice and just stick it in.
Yeah,
Or think, oh, I don't know, like Italy or whatever, but you've got to say exactly where in Italy,
yeah, that's the
and
thing,
then
like get as
start learning
specific as possible.
Italian, you know,
Exactly.
book your flights,
Hmm.
actually be intentional about it,
Hmm.
isn't it, to make it happen?
Yes, so I think sometimes it can be something that I want to do as well is create like a collage of photos that I can, that as I kind of maybe hit one goal, I can take it off and replace it with a slightly bigger goal. So you
Yeah,
can see that it's changing as you're hitting those milestones, and you can see that you're getting
yeah,
kind of closer and closer to those photos that are on the end goal.
Yeah.
'Cause I do think a lot of people have that vision board, but because it feels so far away, it ends up kind of just giving them, instead of giving them motivation, it kind of backfires a little bit. And you end up thinking, oh, that's so far away. I've got so much work to do to get there. So I
Yeah.
think
But then it's
making
being
like
that
small
person that's
steps.
already there, acting like that
Hmm.
person, isn't it?
Exactly.
Acting and feeling and kind of being and dressing like them and just
Hmm.
having that attitude of that person that you imagine you're going
Yeah,
to
exactly.
be
So
in that
that's what I've
next.
got as the step three of
Okay.
manifestation. So the identity shift and shifting into
Yes.
the person that you want to be and trying to embody that as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
So, for example,
And you
one
can go
thing,
into a timeline with that. Have you done the
mhm.
NLP course? So the
No, I haven't done that
timeline.
one yet. No.
So that's what, yeah, on the NLP,
Hmm.
there's a timeline. So you can kind of close your eyes and imagine
Hmm.
going down. Well, obviously, you say where your future is. It's because that's forward, and then
Hmm.
where your past is back. Some people have future and past there, so you can move
Right.
your timeline. You can kind of
Okay.
imagine it kind of
Yeah.
clicking into a different place,
Hmm.
whichever's more helpful. So it's best to have the past behind you and the future
Yeah.
in front of you. And then you can kind of close your eyes, hover, and go
Right.
to this place in the future. See how far away it is.
Hmm.
Imagine everything
Yeah.
and disassociate from yourself. So you're looking at yourself and then associate with yourself so you can
Right.
feel everything and just really feel everything and feel what
Yeah.
it's like, who's around you, what you can hear,
Hmm.
just all the detail.
Yeah. Oh,
And you can
looking
come
forward to doing
out,
that lesson then. Yeah.
yeah, come out and then look
Hmm.
above and you can come back to yourself
Yeah. Very
and
well.
then you've kind of rehearsed your future.
Mm.
So it helps you to kind of get there
Yeah,
because
well,
you've
that's what I
really
kind of
taken the
like
time to
see
imagine it.
visual. Yeah, that's how I
Mm.
kind of see visualization. It's like a rehearsal of what you're going to be doing.
Yes. So
Yeah,
yes. And
yeah,
then
that's really
there's
interesting.
like obviously limiting beliefs that can
Hmm.
step in your way so they can go into the past and then change your beliefs
Very
when you
well.
made these beliefs from when you were a child or whenever
Hmm.
that memory was,
Yeah,
and then change it and then see how that changes because there's a ripple effect
yeah,
to your present day and then a ripple effect to how your future's going to be. And then you
yeah,
often feel lighter because you're not carrying this limiting
yeah.
belief.
It's all behind you, and
Yeah,
yeah,
so it's all, yeah, it's kind of,
really interested
um,
to do that lesson then. I think I've got a
yeah,
few more, and then I think that one's coming up for me, so I'll be
yes,
looking forward to that. But I think even just on the original coaching course and the goal setting, I think
yeah,
all the like clients I've had. Speaking about goal setting, when you actually could bring in all the senses and they imagine this end goal of all the different senses of who's around them, like you said, what's going on, what they can smell, what they can hear, what they can
mhm,
see and touch, and that's where it really kind of becomes a reality in their mind. And then you're
yeah.
able to become that person a bit more,
Yeah,
a bit
so
more
in quantum
easier.
physics, you've kind of already created it by imagining it,
Yeah,
so it
exactly.
exists. It's easy
If
to
you
get there.
haven't imagined it, if you haven't visualized it, you
Then
there's
it's,
like a kind of just a big
you don't
question
know where
mark
you're
there because
going.
you don't actually know what you're aiming for
Well,
until
it's
you've
also the universe doesn't know where you're going as well, so it
exactly
can't supply it.
exactly. But once you've got that
Mm.
clear, and not only you're taking those steps to become that person and to put in the work that you need to,
Hmm.
like you say, the universe will then know, so you can trust. As long as you're doing your part, you can trust that the universe knows what you want.
Yeah, so the other big thing about it is
Hmm.
trust and
Yes.
belief. So if you believe it's going to happen, it's
Hmm.
a yes. If you believe it isn't
Yeah.
going to happen, obviously,
Yeah, I think that's
it's
a
not going to
really, really
happen
important
because
thing.
belief is like a massive part of it, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. If you don't believe it, you're kind of manifesting the opposite. Like
Yeah,
if you think, oh, I want this big holiday house, I'm going to become a really successful entrepreneur and I want this big beach house somewhere, but I don't believe it's actually going to happen. You're telling
yeah,
yourself that's I can't do that, it's not going to happen. The universe is saying, yeah, that's not going to happen. You're kind of
and
manifesting that it's not going to happen.
yeah. And by being grateful, and being content, that's also another
Exactly.
vibration, isn't it? Which takes you to the vibration that you need for the manifestation. So
exactly.
being
'Cause if
grateful
you're,
for everything you have, because actually having a house and having a healthy
mm,
family and everything that I've got now, I am really grateful for. And I probably
mm,
would have, 20 years ago, this is what I wanted. There's always something else, isn't there? So be
yeah,
grateful what
there's
you've
always
got.
something else. I think people spend so much time comparing themselves to others,
Mm.
and you're always looking at what you haven't got instead of what you have got. People are
Mhm.
always seeing something else and be like, oh, but they've got a really nice car, I haven't. It's like, okay, but you might have a really loving family, they might not.
Mhm.
So instead of comparing to what you don't have, compare and be thankful for what you do have that other
Mhm.
people don't have. And I think it's such an easy switch.
That was coming.
That's right.
Yeah. Frisbee. Hello, Frisbee.
Bless him.
You see.
Oh,
Oh, Frisbee.
it's
He
come
opened
to
the
say
door.
hello.
Um,
But
yeah, so um yeah, so there's like booking, out you go. There's like booking the holiday or doing a test drive for the car or I don't know, just making it real really, isn't it?
yes, exactly. I think when it comes to becoming that person,
Yeah,
the person that you know you want to be, once you've visualized your goal, you've visualized
yeah,
what you've got to do to get there,
yeah,
a really important part is becoming that person that's going to do it. Because you can't think, I want to be a really successful entrepreneur and
yeah.
just, oh, because I've visualized it, it's going to come to me. You
Mm.
have to become the successful entrepreneur that does what a successful entrepreneur would do,
Yes.
which is
You're like,
put in the
I
work.
don't want to have to wake up and have an alarm. So
Mm.
just don't set the alarm. Be that person. Relax. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, and then wake up and go, oh, I love my life. This is great. And just
Exactly.
basically live it. And then you're kind of
Yeah.
halfway there, aren't you?
Yeah. See, an
Do it.
interesting example is that something that I've realized since learning about manifestation that this is kind of pretty much what I was doing. I was manifesting, but I
Yeah.
didn't really know what I was doing at the time. So I've always really been into art. I love painting.
Mm.
And when I was always been really creative, but I was never one of those kids that could just draw naturally. Like there'd be people in my class that would just be really natural drawers, and I'd be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like I was good, but I wasn't
Mm.
amazing. I was kind of better at like crafty stuff. I
Mm.
always wanted to be able to paint. So I'd like teach myself, I'd paint it a little bit and I was getting a bit better. And it wasn't until I'd had like lots of friends and family kind of saying, oh, that's so good, and like really hyping me up. And I kind of became like known as the artist in the family, even though again I wasn't the best, but still a lot better than like most of my family. So became known as the artist in the family, which made me kind of believe I'm really good at art. I can paint anything I want to paint. And I believed I was that artist. And all of a sudden the shift in my art was like
Oh,
really
really?
dramatic. So I think it's only kind of since I've learned about manifestation, I've kind of looked back and I'm like, it's because I became that person that was good at art. I'd come home and I'd do some art. I'd set myself up. So I'd had a nice, like, cozy fairy lights and put my easel up and everything and just sit there and paint for a while. And I became the artist, and my art just kind of, it's really weird, like looking back at my sketchbooks and stuff, kind of the jump from when I actually kind of started believing that I was really good
Yeah.
at
So you act
painting.
like it and you'll be it because you believe that you,
Exactly. Like that's the
yeah.
only thing at that point that I'd really believed in that
Mm.
much. But I didn't really second guess it. I just believed I was this good artist because I really wanted to be.
Hmm.
And yeah, the shift in my progress was like crazy, really. So
Mm.
it's only since looking
I
back
mean,
I
anything is
realized I
possible.
manifested it.
The power of the mind, the power of belief is absolutely
Mm.
crazy. Anything you believe can happen
Hmm.
if you have that
100%.
belief.
Exactly. I think it's literally just about, like you say, having that belief in the first place and then embodying that belief.
Hmm.
I think I've heard that I think about 72 hours it usually takes to shift your beliefs and assumptions. So if you kind of you're not sure if you believe in it, if if you have like a little seed where you think, you know what, actually, I could do this, I could believe in it. And I think
Hmm.
I think it was about 72 hours, they said about 3 days. If you keep believing it for 3 days, after that, it usually becomes second nature.
They say that about smoking as well. So it takes 3 days for a
Yes.
habit to lose a habit.
Yes, I think.
So when I used to smoke 20 a day and I smoked for about
Oh,
19 years, and this is 20
mm,
years ago. When I had my
Oh,
son, I
wow.
stopped. Um, and yeah, I was told there was a 3 day thing.
Oh,
So
really?
you believe that, and then
Yeah,
once you pass 3 days, you're like, oh, I'm sorted now.
exactly. Because
And
you,
that really helped.
yeah, I think
But
your
there
mind
is a three
gets
day
used to
thing.
it after
Yeah.
the 3 days, after having that much time believing it. It
Hmm.
kind of becomes part of you. It's just a belief
But
that
it's a
you have.
biological thing as well, I think,
Yeah.
isn't
I'm
it?
sure you probably know more about the
The amount of
neuroscience of that
time.
than I do.
Yeah, there's
But
something to do with the amount of time once you've got past that 3 days.
yeah,
I suppose you're rewiring, and that's what we're doing with manifestation is wiring your brain and wiring your
exactly.
habits or your new habits, and then that is a different path. So you
Hmm.
change what you do, it changes the result. It's that thing, isn't it? And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
if if you want something different from where you are now, you have to, what would that person that you want to be, what would they have to do to get there? And then that's
Exactly.
obviously different to what you're doing now. So then you just
Yeah, that's the thing.
change
There's
it to do
obviously
that.
something that's got to change in order to get there.
Yeah.
So, like you say, it's kind of you can look at that person, then work backwards to work out what you
Mm.
need to do. I think
And
that's
then
key.
everyone reacts differently to you. So,
Exactly.
if you start wearing, you know, the clothes and doing the things and going to
Exactly. And then that
parties
just
and
fuels you to feel more
going
and
to,
more
yeah,
confident as that person.
yeah.
And then before you know it, you are that person.
And then everyone else believes it.
Exactly.
And then
So,
so it's new versions. Easy.
exactly. But yeah, I think when you
It's
say,
taken a long time to figure all this stuff out though, doesn't it? I mean, you kind of think, oh, I've got to be on a different vibration, which is the same
mhm,
vibration as love, which is the same vibration as, gratitude or whatever.
mhm.
And then you try and be on this different vibration. But there's loads of different other parts to it, isn't there?
Yeah, I think it's so easy to
Um,
overcomplicate it, although there's lots
yeah.
of different parts that obviously can help, like, for example, like gratitude practice. Like, what I try and do, obviously, at the moment, my work's been so busy, I've kind of
Mm.
not been doing it as much as I would like to, but usually I try and, in the morning, I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for.
Oh, yes.
And then in the
Yeah.
evening, I write down
And it
three
doesn't matter
things.
how small they are.
Exactly, it can
It
be
can be
literally be
anything, like,
anything.
thanks
Some
for the sun coming out today or something.
Exactly. Sometimes it could be something quite big. Other times it can literally be tiny. Like, I'm really thankful for this coffee because I'm so tired.
Yeah.
But, and then
Your
in the
house,
evenings,
family, whatever, health. Yeah,
mhm,
health is a big one, isn't it?
yes, definitely.
Because
That's
as
in
soon
there
as you get
quite a lot.
something wrong with you, you realise that's all you want is to be pain free if you've got pain,
Exactly.
isn't it?
Yeah, look, I've got issues with my jaw at the moment. I can't remember what it's like to have a normal jaw. I've been on like a
Yeah,
really
so
soft
we
diet.
manifest without realising as well, don't we? So
Yeah.
stress or emotion that isn't
Hmm.
dealt with in the body or goes into
Yeah.
the body and is stored. And
Hmm.
we can actually address that, deal with the emotion, and then kind of tell that body part, say, right, thanks for kind of holding on to that and
Hmm.
securing that for me, but you can stop doing it now. I've dealt with it. Now can stop the pain? And if you
Yeah.
really believe that, it can make the pain go away. It's really bizarre, but if you deal with your emotions, because
Hmm.
the body keeps the score, you read
Yeah.
that bit.
That's the thing. I think a
Um,
lot of my jaw issue
yeah,
comes from holding my stress in my jaw. Like when
yes,
I'm stressed, I clench my jaw, and I think that's what's caused a lot of the issues.
right, yeah, because
Which,
the tongue is supposed to be the most kind of the place in the body
mhm.
but also the strongest muscle in your body is the jaw, I think.
Mm, yeah,
So
that's
that's
really
quite a
interesting.
key place, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
so
how would you just relax that? So with I don't know, just relaxing your head and then
mm.
relaxing your jaw and
Yeah, I think if you put your tongue on like the roof of your mouth
yeah.
and just like relax your whole kind of head. Usually, once you put your tongue on the top of your mouth, it kind of
Mhm.
automatically relaxes the jaw a little bit.
And
And then obviously
breathing. So activating the
breathing.
vagus nerve
Hmm.
by breathing in, having big deep breaths and then holding the
Yeah,
breath and then letting the breath
yeah.
in. Yeah, breathing
That's
is a massive thing, isn't it?
yes, that's really. I saw you had a clip on your Instagram recently of another
Yes,
podcast
from
you
the Tai
did
Chi
with the breathing.
yesterday, you did a
Yes,
breathing
okay, that's
exercise
Tai
with
Chi.
me,
Yeah.
which isn't on the course,
Hmm.
which is breathing in, holding the breath,
Hmm.
and then breathing out, but looking at the kind of the changeover from breathing in to breathing out,
Right.
and kind of looping it round and just being really aware of that
Mm.
bit, which is like a whole different
Yeah,
kind of awareness to
that's really
breathing and
interesting.
really relaxing. It's
The thing,
just
as soon as you
becoming
do
normal
become
breathing.
aware of the breathing, you do kind of everything else in your mind just kind of floats away. And I think that is another really simple way to kind of shift your frequency to that
Hmm.
first step of the manifestation.
Hmm.
If you're
And the other
immediately
thing
calming yourself down.
is somatic movement. It's
Mhm.
just moving wherever you want to move
Yes.
to release where you think, to
Mhm.
release tensions in your body.
Yeah,
And we get stiff,
that's really
we
important.
hold
Mm.
tension. But
That's
yeah,
something I
I
kind of
think.
try and do in the evening, have a bit of a stretch if there's places I'm feeling tense, just have a bit of a stretch and release it.
Hmm.
Release all the stresses of the day
Hmm.
so that you can just go to bed a bit calmer and then wake up ready to
Yeah.
start again. But the other thing I like to do in the evening is I've got my three gratitude things I do in the morning, and
Mhm.
then in the evening I like to write three things I'm proud of that I did that day.
That's good.
So it just
Yeah.
kind of keeps me motivated. So I think once you've achieved something, whether it's something really small that you've ticked off your to-do list, or whether it's
Yeah.
something like you've been terrified of doing it, but you've done it,
Yeah.
I think once you reflect on those things, you're kind of telling yourself, wait, I can do that actually. I've done this. And you're proud
Yeah.
of yourself for that. So then it gives you more fuel to then be going on, like, actually, I can do these other hard things that will then lead me to that goal.
Yeah. It seems like a huge amount of stuff to do, doesn't it? But
Mm,
if you just take one little, like, write your list and just do one thing off that list, yeah, the
exactly.
sense of achievement is great, isn't it?
That's the thing, like even if it's just something really tiny or it's something that you've overcome that's really, really massive, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter
So a
as long
big
as it's
thing has
something that
small
you can reflect
parts,
on.
doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So that's what I like to kind of do in the evening,
Yeah, great.
just reflect on what I'm proud of to keep
Hmm.
myself motivated. So I think
Yeah.
that's something that I try and encourage any clients to do as well. They do the
Hmm.
gratitude in the morning and then what you're proud of in the evening.
Hmm.
So you're just keeping that motivation going and you're staying in that parasympathetic state. You've
Yeah.
got the gratitude and you're more content. You're more likely to kind of build that dream life when you are feeling happy because you're
Mhm.
motivated to do it. You're happy and you're looking
In the
forward. You're
moment.
excited. Exactly. You're in the moment. You're excited about the idea of what's to come instead of just being everywhere, being anxious, not really knowing what's going on here and
Hmm.
there. You just kind
Hmm.
of got these grounding moments like a couple of times a day, even sometimes if you need to do it like multiple times throughout the day, just to have like probably do like a little breathing exercise or something like that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So
as often as you
anxiety
need
is
to.
looking ahead
Yeah.
and depression is looking back. So
Hmm.
being in the moment, you know, um, yeah, you can't be anxious if you're actually in the moment.
Exactly.
All we have is now.
I,
Um,
I
but yeah,
think.
so yeah,
Mm,
that feeling of misalignment or
hmm.
cognitive dissonance is when your
Yeah.
values aren't aligning as
Yeah.
well to what you're doing.
Exactly. And I think something with just going back to the anxiety
Mm.
and being in the moment. When I started, well, I think with every job that I've started, there's always. I mean, I think everyone gets obviously really anxious starting new jobs. But the way I kind of dealt with it was, right, what's actually happening now? Am I going to die? Is anything scary happening? No. Like, my body feels scared, but nothing scary is actually happening. And that's what kind of grounds me to the moment. Like, what is actually going on right now that's dangerous? Nothing.
And check yourself and say, I'm actually
Exactly.
excited. I'm actually excited because it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Anxiety
And again, when it comes
and
to
excitement.
becoming that person,
Hmm.
like obviously they mention in the coaching courses, it's about pretending you're confident even if you're not.
Hmm.
Just becoming that
Do you
confident
see it?
person. And then before you know it, you will be confident because you'll have put yourself in that headspace. You'll have
Yeah,
shifted into that confident person. So I
yeah,
think, yeah, that's all those three steps really. It's like raising your frequency, visualizing your goals, and then becoming the person that's going to achieve those goals. That's
yeah,
all it really comes down to.
yeah. And writing the script. So, yeah, I
Exactly.
mean, writing the script is, yeah, just saying exactly how you want it to be, your dream life. Um, yeah, give. We said about giving, um, being grateful, but then also giving. So giving time,
Mhm.
um,
That's another thing. I think
giving
when you're doing
knowledge,
something
giving
for
love and
someone
understanding.
else,
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? I missed
Knowledge, love,
that.
hugs, value.
Yes,
Help
exactly.
others, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say, really, about helping others, because I think humans were kind of built to look after other people. Like, obviously, most animals stay with their parents a year, a couple of years. Some obviously leave their mothers straight away,
Hmm.
but humans stay with their mothers like years. So I think humans are built to kind of look after each other. And when you do something for someone else and you see the results that that has, you feel good about yourself. Like if you can help someone or give someone something, you feel good yourself. So I think that's another way that kind of raises your frequency. And
Hmm.
because again, coming back to karma as well, like
Hmm.
not only does that make you feel good
Yes,
that
it's
you're doing for
energy, isn't
something
it?
else, but yeah, it's the good energy and that when you give out good, the good's going to come back to you. So I think
Yeah.
having the acts of service when like if you're manifesting and you're just thinking, me, I want this, I want that, you're probably more likely to get what you manifest when you're thinking about how is this going to help the people around me? Because I mean, I know for me, when I
Mhm.
think about my dream life, I have more motivation thinking how it's going to help me and my partner and my future family than just thinking what I want for myself.
Hmm.
I think when you do include other
What's your dream?
people.
Where would you like to travel to?
So, my favorite place in the world is Thailand. So I'd
Okay.
like to live there for a little while.
Yeah.
That would be my dream. But I mean, I want to go everywhere really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Australia and New Zealand in a few months because I've got an
Very
uncle in
nice.
New Zealand. So, and then one of my best friends moved to Australia.
Oh,
So I'm going to go and
nice.
see her.
So
And I
how old
think
are you? Mid
I'm
20s?
25.
Yeah.
So I think,
So I did Thailand, Malaysia,
mhm.
Singapore,
Okay.
Indonesia,
Yeah.
Australia for a year.
Hmm.
And then I did Fiji,
Oh,
Tahiti.
wow.
Well, New Zealand, Fiji, Tahiti,
Yeah.
LA. So it was
Oh,
around the
wow.
world ticket, but I stayed there for a year.
Yeah. What was
I came
Fiji
back to
like?
London. Sorry?
What was Fiji like?
Oh, gorgeous.
Oh,
Just,
really?
blue, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful blue,
Oh, I can imagine.
clear
Yeah, I've
water
got a few
and
of
lovely
those on my
little
list that I
islands
want
and
to.
speedboats to go to different islands or little planes and
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous.
Mm.
And they had little kind of ritual ceremonies
Oh,
passing around
wow.
this kava,
Yeah.
which is like a weird kind of drink that's supposed to kind of
Yeah,
uplift
I've
you.
heard about Carver, but I don't really know much about what it
Well,
is
my
or
surname's Carver, actually.
oh, is it? Oh, no
Yeah.
way.
Well, no, it was. My maiden name's Carver,
Yeah. Oh,
Carver.
wow.
This Carver's Cava.
Yeah.
But it's kind of in a coconut shell, passing it
Right.
round, and it's a bit
Hmm.
like, I suppose it's a bit like Coke. It's like kind of a weird kind of wired feeling.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't really like it.
Hmm.
But it's kind of feeling of kind of being awake and,
Right.
you're not pissed, but you're just, you kind of,
Yeah. That's
it's a
interesting. There's
weird
a
kind
few
of
of the places you
clarity.
mentioned are on my list, so that'd be
Yeah.
interesting. I'll
It's
have to go to
a
Fiji
slight
and try
buzz,
Carver.
a little bit of a buzz.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no,
Um,
that's something that I'm really grateful for having the school holidays. I think we're going to try
yeah.
and
Oh,
squeeze in
yeah.
Thailand in the
Yes.
summer holidays. Try and
Yeah, so
squeeze
I
that
went to
in.
Thailand for 3 months, and went to the full moon parties, and I was on Koh
Yes, I've done the full
Samui
moon
and Koh
party. That
Phangan.
was good fun.
Yeah, so I was there. We went to about three different full moon parties. Then we had to keep leaving and going to Phuket
Right.
because of a 3 month visa,
Oh gosh, yeah,
and then
yeah,
coming
yeah.
back again.
Mm.
Um, and they used to have carrier bags full of grass.
No way.
But obviously, it's quite strict now. You know,
Yeah.
I think you have a little spliff now, but they used to have like proper kind of skunk in
Oh,
carrier
wow.
bags. So
I mean, to
we're
be
having
fair,
a
when I
lovely
went out
time,
there, it
and the
was,
mushrooms as well at the full moon parties.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, when I went out there, it was everywhere. They were doing like mushroom milkshakes and everything.
Oh,
It's
yes,
crazy. It was still
this
quite
was
like
like the
a
start of the full
spiritual
moon
thing.
parties. They were tiny to start with.
Oh,
They
really?
were
Yeah,
going
it was
over in
huge when we
boats
went.
with like torches and stuff,
Mm.
and quite small, but obviously they've got a lot bigger now. But there was a girl that this boyfriend the next morning was running up and down the beach, and the girl's clothes were on the beach,
Oh, wow.
and she'd swum out to the moon,
Oh, my
and
God.
she was stripping, and she
Wow.
hadn't come back. She just obviously swum and swum.
Wow.
Yeah, terrible. Um,
That's the problem. I think a lot of,
yeah,
obviously, a lot of drinking and other stuff goes on. So it's,
yeah.
Can be, you've got to have your wits
Um,
about you, really.
yeah. So Australia, New Zealand was amazing.
I'm really looking forward to
Hot
going.
pools.
Yeah, it's going to need a bit,
Um,
very short trip squeezed into the Easter holidays,
yeah,
but
nice. So you do a
until
big trip and go and live in
exactly.
and
So at the
work
moment,
somewhere.
pardon.
Well, you can work anywhere, can't you, with
Yeah,
COVID?
exactly. That's the goal. So at the moment, I'm trying to squeeze traveling into the school holidays,
Hmm.
and then once my coaching business is launched, and hopefully once that gets off, I'll be able to work from wherever and not come back for a little while.
Yeah, lovely.
Especially in the winter over here when it's all horrible and rainy. Like it's not stopped raining today. So times like this, I'm like, I'd just rather be somewhere else and come back when it's
Yeah.
sunny.
And Bali's nice too. You
Yes,
want to go
I'd
to
love to do
Bali?
Bali. I think that's next on my list.
I was there for about 3 months as well. And we were
Wow.
surfing every day on Kuta
Oh
Beach. It
no.
was really big waves and
Yeah.
boogie boarding.
Mm.
Um, that was really good fun. And Lombok and the Gili
Hmm.
Isles.
Right.
Gili
Yes, I've heard
Trinidad.
that's really, really nice.
Yeah.
I haven't been, but I've heard
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
really
it's
nice.
changed. It's all changed because I went, it was 30 years ago that I
Oh
went.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm an old lady now. But I quite fancy going to Ibiza.
Yeah, that'd be
I mean, I
nice.
love Ibiza, but
Yeah.
like after, I mean, I was chatting to this Patrick, he's got this Tai Chi place in Ibiza. But I mean, I would absolutely love to kind of sell my flat in London, which I've
Mm.
rented out, and buy a place over there.
That'd be
Be
nice.
amazing, and do retreats.
Manifest it.
I'll try and
What
manifest
happened?
that.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so there's lots to manifest.
Exactly. Been manifesting my coaching business so I can work from wherever.
Yeah. And what about your boyfriend? Is he going to travel with you?
Yes, yeah, he'll be coming along. So
What does he do?
he's a personal trainer.
Okay,
So
you can do that from anywhere too.
yeah, exactly. So I think the idea is I'll have a coaching business and he can do like online PTing
Hmm.
and then we can have wherever we're traveling, have like a few hours working and then go off and go off and have some fun. So
Yeah, nice.
yeah, that's the dream. Just gotta do my visualization. I think another technique is to like kind of write an essay to yourself
Oh yeah.
about so where you want to be in 10 years. Like you could do 5 years or 10 years or both. Kind of write an essay of exactly what your life will look like.
Or you could write to yourself now from
Yeah,
the future. Yeah.
exactly. So
Okay,
anything
this
like
is
that, whether
great.
you're kind of yeah, like
You know,
writing a letter to yourself or doing it as an essay or kind of even if you want to do it like visually with photos. But I think when you're like kind of just writing, once you get into the flow, you end up writing page after page after page. And if you kind of do it as how your day would look, like what you wake up, who you're waking up next to, where you're waking up, first thing you do, like take yourself through your exact day. Not like the best day in the world, but just your general everyday.
yeah, get some nice interior design in there as well.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly. Like
thinking
what you're seeing
really,
and
really
just
nice, lovely
'cause I think
furniture
that's a
and
really good way to get as much
lighting and
detail as you
stuff.
possibly can in your visualization.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little fun job as well. Like people think
Well,
like,
you're
oh,
quite arty,
writing.
aren't you? So, I mean,
Yes.
some people find it difficult, don't they, to visualize? I find it quite easy and quite arty
Yeah,
as
I
well.
find it quite easy. But then there's some people that really struggle visualizing. But I
Mm,
think once you start writing about where you're waking up and what you're doing, I think you'll start seeing it in your head. I think
hmm
writing it out is a good way. And before you know it, you've end up writing pages and pages.
hmm
So I think
So
that's
you're
probably
so with visual, audible,
Mhm.
and kinesthetic, you're
Mhm.
obviously visual, and then would you be audible?
I think I'm visual, kinesthetic, then
Right,
audible.
right. Because
Yes. How
music's
about
a massive thing as well. I love music,
yes, I do love music, yeah, but
and that
I
does.
thought I was more like visual audible than kinesthetic, but recently I've realized, I'm actually more of like a kind of touchy
Yes,
person, I
but I can
think.
see that you're looking up, which means that you're visual when you're
Yeah.
thinking. Because there's visual constructed, and then
Mhm.
there's just visual, isn't there? So when someone's lying to you and they're constructing something and they're looking up to the
Yeah.
left, I think. But usually, if you're trying to find something in your brain, it would be up there. That's where
Yeah.
it's stored in your brain up here. So visual. But sometimes, yeah, I look down, which means feeling kinesthetic.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
It's really for someone else to look at you, isn't it? To tell
Yeah.
you, I suppose,
That's the thing, it's hard
what's
to
the
kind of do it on
most.
yourself unless you record yourself and watch it back later.
Yeah. So years of doing psychology and neuroscience, I was never told about this,
Oh,
about the
really?
storage of visual, no,
Yeah.
about looking and then how it
Yeah.
kind of files in your brain, and that corresponds to where you look.
Yeah, no, I didn't
And that's the
really
first
like
thing
I
we
had
learned
no
in
clue
this.
about I had
No, it's
no clue
never
about that either
clever.
until learning that. I'm like, wait a second, that actually makes
It's
sense.
quite important, isn't
Yeah.
it? And
Mm.
then when you're doing the eye movements, that's you
Hmm.
storing as well. It's you putting your feelings in the right place in your brain,
Mm.
and it sorts them out.
Mm. It's kind of, yeah, like
Like
organizing in your head.
EMDR or whatever.
Mm. That's
It's
really
interesting.
interesting.
I mean, there's so much
Yeah, that's in there's so
interesting
many different
stuff in there.
avenues that it kind of leads down.
Yeah.
But now I'm really interested to do the timeline NLP course that you were
Yeah.
mentioning.
That's the main one, the timeline, I think. But
Hmm.
then there's also like parts integration. So say if
Yes.
you're having lots of chocolate. I mean, I'm always making cups of tea. To kind of I get bored and then I'm like, oh. But actually I don't get
Mm.
bored with the coaching stuff at all. I can do that for
Mm.
hours. It's when I'm supposed to be doing my actual work that I'm getting bored on the other
Yeah, I feel that
laptop.
one.
No, I just get cup of tea.
No, I
Um,
did find the parts integration really
yeah,
interesting as
so
well. Kind of
so
taking both parts and
there's you know your body and your brain is trying to help you in the sense of it's trying to make you feel better. So that's like chocolate and biscuits or
mm.
whatever.
Mine's
And then
definitely
another part
chocolate.
of your brain which knows that you want to be slim and that you shouldn't have
Yeah.
that and it's bad for you.
Mm.
But it's just like bringing those two together,
Yeah, because
stuff
they
like
both
that.
want the same
And then
thing
it
for
cures
you.
you of, your obsession with whatever it is.
Yeah, no,
You
I
know,
had to do that
cause
on
you
myself a little bit because chocolate's always my, oh, but it would make me feel all better.
yeah,
But
well,
it wouldn't.
chocolate's actually really good for you, isn't it? 70% cocoa.
Exactly.
Yeah, the cocoa is actually really good for you, and it generates the
Mm.
from the bone marrow. It's
Okay.
it generates more, I don't know, white blood cells or something.
All
Or
right. Yeah, I've always heard that dark chocolate, because I see the higher cocoa content, is much better for you.
well, there's studies. I mean, it's definitely like a superfood. It's the
But I
best
didn't
food you
quite
can
know
have.
why.
That and olive oil and salt.
Mhm. Perfect. It's given me a
Yeah.
nice excuse to go get a bar of dark chocolate.
Yeah, so a dark chocolate, like a
Um,
cacao drink,
mhm.
cacao ceremony, which is in the holistic course.
Yes,
Um,
I'm excited to do that one as well. Have you done the holistic
I
course
have
yet?
done all of them.
Yeah. Oh, you've done
So
all of
if you
them.
look
Okay,
up
nice.
there, whoop,
Oh yeah, you've
you
got the
see I've got
certificate.
those.
Yeah.
They actually owe me a certificate because I should have my ultimate launch as well. I never got one for
Oh
that. But
right.
yeah, holistic, core renewal
Mhm.
therapy, coaching, and neurolinguistic programming. That's those
Mm.
three there. And then I've got a
Mm.
couple of degrees there you can see.
Oh, yeah.
I've moved my desk so you can see my certificates. I thought
Nice.
it'd be quite good for coaching. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a little redo and put some of my certificates up here. I've just got paintings at the moment.
Have you got any yet? You've got the coaching one.
Yes, I've got the
Yeah.
coaching one, I've got the accreditation.
Yeah.
So on NLP next, and then moving on to holistic. I think holistic's the one I'm most excited for, as I'm quite like a spiritual person, so I'm really,
Yes,
really
I'm
looking
quite
forward to
spiritual. Yeah, that's the
looking
best
forward
one.
to that.
And core renewal therapy as well. It's got
Mm.
hypnotherapy in it.
Hmm.
But it's
Wow.
only got 2 weeks of hypnotherapy or two, actually, is
Okay.
it three? So there's three different
Hmm.
kind of toolkit in there. So you've got dialectical behavioral therapy, core, cognitive behavioral coaching, hypnotherapy, and I can't remember what the other one is.
Mm.
What the
I
other
did
one?
have a little look. I've done a few of the meditations that are on there and the
Oh,
yoga.
that's the holistic. Yes, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
The bubble.
Mm.
Yeah, the bubble
Excellent.
meditation.
Oh no, I haven't
And
done
then
that
there's
one.
one kind of walking down the beach or walking into a
Right.
forest or whatever, visualization.
Hmm. I'll have
Um,
a look at that one later.
but I mean, all of this stuff, it all connects, doesn't it? It's like the mirroring, you get back what you give out type thing.
Exactly. It all just like
It's
links on
all
and leads on. It's
connected
yeah.
to all of this manifestation. The ripple effect, trust, you've got to trust it. You've got to um, the feeling and the frequency. You've got to believe it. You've got to have gratitude. Believe it's already happened,
Mhm.
kind of live it, be very specific. It's a boomerang effect. So basically what you give out, you get back. You reprogram your mind. Um, so that's the neuroscience side of it.
I think for a lot of people, the
Excitement.
neuroscience side's probably quite important because I think so many people think, oh, manifestation's just a load of woo-woo crap. But when you actually come at it from the rewiring angle, like you are actually rewiring your brain
So
to
yeah, so all it
believe
is your neurons making a new path, and then the more you do it, you know,
you
they
become a
say,
new
you know,
person.
if you don't
Exactly.
use it, you lose it kind of thing. And that's the pathway's falling
Mhm.
away.
Exactly. It's like the
If you're doing something a
consistency.
lot, then it just kind of makes it stronger and you're
Yeah,
more familiar with it. And then it
exactly.
becomes automatic and like a
Consistency is
second
key.
nature memory
Yes. Yeah.
in your hippocampus where all your memories are
Hmm.
stored.
Yeah,
Um,
it becomes that second nature to you. You've
yeah.
become that new person.
But the quantum physics thing now
Hmm.
is that actually our energy is kind of outside our body.
Yes, that's really
And
interesting.
actually, we're just referencing a memory from outside.
Mm, that's
I don't
really
know what
interesting. So I know a lot of
that's.
people say like when like someone walks into a room, you can immediately feel like I like this
You can
person. They're
feel
like a
the
really
energy, yeah.
you get a vibe. I thought that
Yeah,
vibe is that energy that you're kind of picking up on from someone.
yeah, and the energies interact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can get like a kind of a very quick sense, usually
Yes, totally.
whether you're like gonna like that person or whether you get really bad vibes from someone. I think it's that kind of energy that's around you. Because if
And
there
that's
wasn't
the
like a
frequency of the
field further out,
feeling. So if they're
exactly.
angry, they're on a lower frequency. If they're giving, then they're kind of
Hmm.
magnetic.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
crazy, isn't it?
Definitely.
Which is all to do with this
So
frequency thing.
interesting.
So you have to be on that higher vibration,
Mm.
which is basically being, you know, super nice person, isn't
Exactly.
it? But then people that aren't so nice might have yeah, because yeah, you don't necessarily have to be nice, but it's the message to the universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're sending a direct message to the universe and they're very clear about what they want.
Hmm. And if they're taking the steps to getting that and becoming that person that's going to do it, but
Yeah,
I still feel like
it's
if you're
still being
not putting
grateful.
out, yeah,
Mm.
but I still feel like if you're putting out a bad energy, the universe is less likely to kind of help you manifest that because you're kind of
Yeah,
putting
they're
out,
kind of tricking the universe.
yeah, yeah. I feel like it
Yeah,
depends.
I don't,
Obviously,
yeah.
saying they're a
They're
bad
not necessarily
person.
nice, is what I'm saying, 'cause it's not,
Yeah.
well,
No, I think that's a sticky one because obviously, like you say, you could be doing everything right in terms of
mhm.
manifestation. You're just not a nice person. But I think when it comes down to that, obviously, in some cases, people are working hard enough, they'll probably get it.
Mhm.
Like, I think a lot of people, I think it's a lot of people like in high up in business often say, oh, people aren't very nice because they're quite cutthroat. A lot of businesses can be kind of, you've just got to think about yourself. You've just got to trample on a few people to get to the top of where you need to be. So obviously, in some cases, they are able to manifest.
But then there's karma, isn't there? So the universe
Exactly.
will get them.
So I think it just becomes so much easier because you don't have to worry about all the bad karma and all the bad energy because
Yes,
you're
because their
putting that love out
values.
there and it just makes it so much easier to manifest. It's not necessarily that you can't. I think it just makes it easier when you are putting out that good energy.
Yeah, so their values have to align with their actions. Otherwise,
Yes,
it
that's it.
causes
Alignment,
disease,
really.
doesn't it? Disease.
Yeah.
Um, and and then that will manifest
Hmm.
as disease and kind of bucket.
Yeah.
Because we never know how long we've got, do we? That's the
No,
other thing.
exactly. Exactly. So might as well make the most of it.
Absolutely. And when I was listening to that manifest thing, the free one in the front of the coaching masters, it said
Yeah.
that 40,000, well, it said Google it, how many people die in their sleep every night. It was
Oh,
like
really?
40,000 when I Googled it today.
Jesus. Right, I
Just
might
from
not sleep
nothing, just don't
tonight.
wake up. About 40,000 people every day.
Wow.
Just don't wake up just from, you know,
Mm.
stuff that's kind of already
Gee.
there,
Yeah.
illnesses, uh,
So yeah, that's a big number.
unexplained kind of malfunctions type thing.
Mm. Again, that
Um,
links back again to like how everything links back to gratitude of when you're writing your list in the morning, even if it's just something as simple as I woke up.
mhm.
Obviously, like you just
We were
said, there's
talking
lots of
about
people that
deja
don't.
vu as well.
Okay.
You know, deja vu when you think something's happened
Yes.
before.
Hmm.
I'm not sure about the relevance of that actually.
I was gonna say that could lead us on to a whole nother
I
conversation.
know.
Mm.
And yeah, hangry. If you're angry if you've got an empty mind,
Hmm.
or if you've got an empty stomach.
Yeah, I get
Um,
hungry.
so ideas, um, compassions. Um, have we exhausted it?
I think we
Specific,
touched upon
be
most of it.
specific.
Yeah,
I think we have.
I think we have.
So, what's your timeline plan then for going away and traveling and stuff? Do you think it'll be like a couple of years or something?
Yeah, I think maybe like a year or so.
Hmm.
I mean, ideally, I in about a year's time, because this kind of part of the school year is very stressful. Obviously, like with exams coming up and
Yeah.
being like all the kids doing practicals, there's so much to do. So ideally, I don't want to kind of be out by next year, like this time next year.
So, which
But
subjects are you doing?
I'm art and technology.
All right.
But so the
Maisie's
art,
doing graphics.
okay,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
quite enjoying it. Jack did fine art.
right.
Actually, he was doing psychology, and then he switched it for art.
It's quite
And
different,
the
yeah.
art subjects, they take up so much time.
They do.
She's
They
got
take
a
up
whole day
so much
exam
time.
next week for graphics.
Oh, wow.
You know, they're more stressful. Jack got more stress than
Mhm.
he's obviously brilliant at maths and physics
Mm.
and stuff like that because he's doing engineering. But he
Yeah.
found the art really stressful.
I think there's a lot of kids that just take art thinking, oh, it's just an easy subject.
It's not,
But they don't realize if you actually want to get a decent grade or you want to pass it, there's a lot of work that goes into it. But obviously, art's the part that I like the most. But where at the
yeah.
moment, with all the kids doing practicals in tech, I'm having to be over there a lot of the time
Oh, and
doing
you're
the
still having
machines
to
and
like
prepping all the
do all
wood.
the wood and everything.
Yes.
Did you say something about that?
Pardon?
Did you say to your boss about, you know,
Well, we've
you
obviously it's just like something I've got to get ready. Like, so as I'm the technication, my job is
you
obviously to
have to
have
do that?
everything prepped, which is fine. It's just when everyone's coming at you at the same time, and wanting, I
Yes.
want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. It's like, right, okay. So, yeah, although I do enjoy it, but
Yeah.
it's just very, very stressful. So, my ideal timeline was to kind of by next Christmas to leave after Christmas and then
Yeah.
start January fresh. But I think we'll have to see. Like, I'm not set on it. I'm very happy to kind of take a little bit longer. If I do have to stay longer, that's fine. Because obviously,
Hmm.
you don't know how long something's going to take to manifest. You've got to be
Hmm.
patient with it. I think that's another thing. A lot of people do get impatient and think, oh, it's not working, and they give up. But they
Hmm.
don't realize that maybe they were only a week away from like having that breakthrough.
Actually, that's the thing about manifestation is don't worry about how it's going to happen. The
Exactly.
universe has got that. Just
Exactly.
concentrate on what you want.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Although I
Obviously,
have
you need
like
to
an
work to get
ideal,
there, but
yeah, like I have an ideal timeline in my head.
mm,
But I'm very aware that as long as I just keep going and I'm
mm,
consistent, it'll happen at some point. Because I don't
mm,
want to get to the point of it being next Christmas and I'm like, oh, I'm nowhere near where I thought I was going to be. And then I lose motivation. I'm like, oh, it's not
mm,
working. It hasn't worked. And I give up.
mm.
I feel like if you can have an ideal timeline,
That's
like I
going to
think that,
lower your vibration.
yeah, exactly. That does give you something to work towards and a goal to try and meet. But as long as you're open to the fact that it might take a lot longer and that things don't necessarily manifest on your timeline.
Yeah, so you need to enjoy the feeling of having it as though you already have
Exactly.
it
Exactly. And enjoy the
before you
process
get
of it
there,
as well.
but because you're imagining that it already
Mhm.
exists, and then so you can still enjoy that because you
Exactly.
can
Like
visualize it.
I can see it's there.
You can
I
take
don't
yourself
know
there
exactly
anytime. Just
when.
close your eyes.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that it's there and I know that it's going to happen, but I know if I put a strict timeline on myself and be like, right, it needs to be
Yeah,
done by this time, then if I don't meet it and if it doesn't manifest
it'll
within that
come when it's
time,
meant to come. Just
yeah,
have to
exactly.
trust that.
Exactly. Because there might be really important things for me to learn if I was to have
Yeah.
this stressful period next year again. There might be something really important that I'm meant to learn.
And and also, the universe has got it. So basically, you might get on the wrong plane, obviously, and it's preventing you from
Mm-hmm.
having a crash or something.
Exactly.
It's all happening for a reason, in other words.
Yeah.
So we just have to trust it. It's all happening at the right time.
Mm-hmm. 100%. Hmm.
Great. Well, that's bang on an hour, pretty much, isn't it?
Wow, it is,
Half
yes.
past eight. I think that's a good note to end. Do you?
Yes, I do. That's been really nice. I've really enjoyed
Yeah.
this. Thank you. Thank you so
And
much for
I'll
having me on.
do some clips, and I've got your Instagram and everything, haven't I? Do you want to say your? I mean, do you want to say your niche yet, or do you want to say anything? I mean, just say your Instagram if you want,
I can say my Instagram. Yes, of course. So my
or your
Instagram is
website if you've got it.
manifest. It's manifest with Zoe,
Yeah.
and I'm helping free-spirited women or women who want to be that free-spirited woman and go traveling and just kind of do something that society doesn't necessarily let them do. Like maybe you might have parents or just general society saying, "Oh, it's time to settle down," but you know there's something else in you that you want to do. So if anyone is feeling like that and wants to explore traveling or explore, it doesn't necessarily even have to be traveling, just anything that might not necessarily be societal norms. That's what I'd like to help kind of help you encourage and go for that. And just help people manifest their dream life. So it's Manifest with Zoe on Instagram.
Brilliant. It's
So
lovely.
thank you so much, Emily.
Thank you. Lovely to see you.
And
Have a
you.
lovely
Hopefully I'll see you
evening.
next week at the
Yeah.
workshops.
Yeah.
See you
All
later.
right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.